Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Glitchspace. So this is a game developed by Space Budgie, and it is currently in alpha, as well as being on Greenlight. So you can actually purchase the game in alpha on their website for $6, and I will of course link to that. But more importantly, I'm going to link to the Greenlight page, because this is another one of the Greenlight games that I think really deserves to be Greenlit, and it isn't yet, and I think that it could use some extra votes because it's really deserving of that, and I'm going to spend, 15 or 20 minutes here telling you why. So let's jump into the story mode here. And oh no, okay, this actually... Okay, I'm just going to restart here. Perfect. Okay, so I had played a few of the levels earlier, so we get started here, and it gives us our move instructions, and we get kind of this glitched out graphic here, and this isn't a mistake, this is there on purpose. So if we walk through, we are now in the next section, which teaches us how to jump. So the first thing that that kind of struck me about this game when I picked it up was that the art is just like totally up my alley. It reminds me a lot of Mirror's Edge, which was a just a really great visual game. So this is where kind of the gameplay aspect of this comes in. So it tells us to edit, we right click, and this is our right click screen. So what we are going to do is certain things we can adjust. So it works kind of in a programming aspect, you could say. I think of it almost more from a calculus aspect. And then, okay, so we want to do that. Right, and then it's not letting me out. Oh, goodness, that's, yeah, okay. Yeah, everyone can just laugh at me there, as it says right there, close E. I was pressing right click, trying to figure out what to do there. That was my bad, entirely my bad. So yeah, the art here is, we've got just, reds and whites. Maybe not even white, actually more kind of a blue. But, there is some white parts to it, so now we are heading on to level 1. So that's kind of the basic idea with the gameplay here is red things. We can look at kind of the math behind it, and there are only certain spots that we can actually affect. So we see them being kind of the empty objects. So like for example, I can go like this, and we see that we've got an empty spot there, which is of course our y variable. So this is x, y, z. This is just all using vector math, so anyone who is familiar with calculus has probably seen lots of this. And it does start off pretty simple. It does a good job of, I actually don't need that. It does a good job of kind of explaining what's going on. So it does kind of challenge... Oh, right, yeah, so that was on purpose. I forgot about that. It's been a couple days actually since I played this alpha version, so some of the details are a little fuzzy. Alright, so we can do our multiply. Oh, don't want that now. Then we can go into our numbers, and we get 10 and 10. Perfect. So, it starts off pretty straightforward, and it quickly gets more complicated. But one of my favorite things about the art style is that we get kind of this effect where we can look ahead as well as looking back, which is pretty neat. As well as the music. I actually really like the music a lot as well. And it plays alright. You know, I don't mean that in a bad way. The physics for jumping just feel like a little off. Let's see. There we go. So, and by what I mean by that, it might just be me, but it feels like you fall a little faster than you ascend when you jump, which feels slightly strange. And of course, like I said, that could just be kind of my thinking on it. Let's see here. There we go. So, you know, this definitely does become, you know, kind of a test of just playing around with stuff at first. But, you know, you start to kind of understand what's going on with everything. So that was good. And then this would be my Z direction, which, okay, so that's not what I wanted to do. So I can just trash that. Trash the negative and see what happens if I... Oh. Yep, that grabbed onto the wrong thing, but we can just do that. The interface for it is really neat. It just feels like you're kind of messing around with like a graphical user interface, basically. Okay, so this is kind of our first really tricky one. But we can try that. And, okay, so if we do that, we get forward. What does that give us? Nothing yet. Okay. So, you know, like I said, this does kind of come down to just, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Numbers. This does kind of just come down to playing around with stuff at first to kind of try and figure it out. Ooh, wow. Well, that did it alright. Oh, no, that took me the wrong way. Okay. That was crazy. Yeah, I think that was actually where I stopped before as well. Okay, so that was trash. But we want the 0. Then we want to come back here and put the 10 on. Luckily, it doesn't like erase the changes you've made. So. Okay, yeah, so that's sending me 400 in the Z direction. Which... Okay, so we've got vectors. Maybe what we want is up instead of forward? Let's see. Woo! Holy cow. Okay, yeah, so that didn't quite get us where we wanted, but that's alright. So as we can see, you know, it doesn't take much time to get us back to where we were. Thankfully, because this could start to get pretty tedious if the levels were a little longer. Okay, so I mean, I understand that this is a bounce pad. The question is, how do I want to handle this? Okay, so up was not what we wanted. I can't imagine that right is what we want. I mean, I'll try it. Woo! Yeah, that was definitely not it. Now, I think we had the right idea with the forward thing at first. Maybe what I need is to just fall on it instead of standing on it when I do that. Maybe that's why. Oh no! Darn it! sorry, I'm not great at this. It is, I mean, the reason I'm not great at it is it's a very, very unique style of gameplay. I don't know that I've ever seen anything quite like this. And it's nice because kind of puzzle platformers, even in 3D, have started to become pretty popular. And, you know, that's understandable, but, you know, a lot of that is due, of course, to, like, Portal. Oh, perfect. Yep, that's exactly what we wanted. Wait. Oh. Is that right? Okay. Okay. I guess it was right the first time. I don't know. That was weird, but that's okay. That was my bad. Ooh, that's cool. So that's the wave effect. So, you know, the nice thing is there's just like tons of places that you could take this. So that gives us kind of an elevator. You know, but like I said, the biggest thing for me right now is just the presentation of the whole thing. The art looks fantastic. The music sounds really good as well. I'm a big fan of kind of just these ambient soundtracks here. You know, I'm totally into all of the ambience going on. Okay, let's do that. Oh, interesting. So we want to jump on this. Then, where did that take us? Okay, and numbers. Nice. Ooh, okay, so now we got like this Frogger kind of situation here. So, you know, like I said, I have not been this far. Okay, logic. So we want true somewhere. Can I jump on those? Yeah, I didn't think so. Ooh, it's very pretty when you fall as well. I mean, that's an interesting thing to say, but like getting to see these from the backside is pretty cool. Okay, so there's something going on with this. Let's see here. So, I mean, the only thing I can affect is the logic. Oh. Right. So instead, we want to make the Boolean logic false. That makes sense. Physics. Oh, that's such a good way to show you. So we've got main object, a collision, disable collisions, false. Okay, so main object, collision, right? Disable collisions. I don't think that's quite what I wanted. I want that, and that. So yeah, like I said, the user interface for this is really well done. It's pretty straightforward and it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that didn't quite work. So let's see what's different here. Maybe I want enable collisions instead? Oh, come on. No, don't do that. Okay, that's what we want. Oh gosh, I'm making like this tangled web of a mess here. Just trash that. What does that give us? Still not what we want. Let's change the logic to true. Oops. There we go. So it is kind of, you know, it's experimental gameplay. And I think it works. Woo. You know, I will say that this is probably, you know, not to not to say bad things about some of the other Greenlight games, but I think this is probably one of the most polished Greenlight games I've played. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that's different. And yes, we've got our edit. Oh, wow. So we get to just like totally try and edit our way through this now. So logic. So clearly we want this to be true. And then objects, hit object we'll want, and then physics, enable collisions. Does that do it? No. What? Oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay. It's a raycast. Okay, this is gonna get like wild really quick just because I am not totally sure here. This is, oh wow. Yeah, I mean, I know what a lot of this stuff means. That doesn't necessarily mean I know what I need to do to make this work. So clearly this is, I mean, this is gonna be something that, yeah, I didn't think that would work. Oh, hello there. Yeah, I don't know. I might just leave it off here. I don't know how much of this alpha is actually left. But this may be a little out of my scope here. What does all that mean? Holy cow. Sorry, I'm just like blown away by what's going on here. This is wild. Okay, so I mean something needs to be, I almost feel like maybe I shouldn't be here. If that makes sense. Like maybe there's supposed to be, maybe this is just like a test area or something. I don't know. But anyways, you know, I think that shows off the game pretty well here. So, you know, I'm gonna leave it off here, but like I said, this is a really cool game on Greenlight, and as well you can buy it now and start playing the alpha now. And I think even if you don't feel like buying it now, you should definitely vote for the game on Greenlight, because it is very well done. I'm having a great time with it, and I think that you will too. So of course I will put those links in the description, like I said, but that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. So as always, feel free to leave comments if there's anything that you would like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos every single day. And if you liked my look at Glitchspace, please consider clicking the like button, because that could help me out a lot. I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.